Hello, I'm Linda of Christ is King Forever. The reason why I'm coming on camera is because I wanted to show this. It's really Saturday morning, and I wanted to do a video because I know it's been like more than 7 days. Now I don't want to double that time, but here is, I'm trying to get the microphone to come near me. Hold on. This is a blue light that you apply to these nails here, and I know I messed up on a few of them maybe, but it hardens the nails. The little blue light looks like this. It's very cute. You close these and it will make it so that you could still use it while holding it. I think that's really cute. These are like gel things on paper. They're like flimsy little gel things, but you put them on your nails. And I know this isn't new. I know other people discovered this, but I think it's $15 for $15 or $20 for the blue light that you can use over and over. And the gel things are like $15 over at Walmart, and you can use them. There's enough in the box for you to do your nails at least 3 times, if you shape them out and everything. Meaning cut the edges and make sure they actually fit your nail. And it comes with a nail file and a way to push up your cuticles. I know right now $150 to have your nails done is not realistic, so that's why I'm sharing it. And I know my glasses are crooked. I don't know how to fix it. I'm getting new glasses soon. So today I want to talk about how the law applied through Jesus Christ allows for a breathing, moving, living sacrifice. Like when you have a judge that understands justice to the point that he's willing to sacrifice himself so that you can receive a full justice that he justifies. He understands what he thinks you deserve because he's willing to put himself on a cross to say, I want you back in heaven. I want you walking with God again. I want you understanding who God is and to see his face. And this is who God is. He's somebody who understands justice to the point where you're willing to sacrifice yourself and have the ultimate injustice done. I know I'm saying this word a lot. To have the most innocent being who ever lived in all of the universe die at the hands of the human race, which is a cancer, a blight upon the universe, is outrageous. It's outrageous. It gets me. Some days it really gets me. And the fact that this God sees all these things and understands it and cares and has compassion, but also wants you to be obedient, and obedience is better than sacrifice. It's a difference between taking those extra steps to feed somebody because it's what God called you to do, and saying, well, I can't do that because it's Saturday and it's extra steps and I cannot, do that because that would be breaking the laws because I have to take extra steps. It's the story of the Good Samaritan in a nutshell. It's Jesus in the temple and them saying, why are you healing on the Sabbath? And he said, basically, does it honor God that I would keep the Sabbath and allow her to be in pain for an extra day? Or would it honor God more if on the Sabbath she was actually freed when the power to heal is here? It's available right now. It's available tomorrow too, but her pain is great. That's somebody who has compassion and understanding. That's who we serve. And it's like mathematics. Mathematics goes into a brain that's jello, and it firms up our reasoning, our process of our method of following steps and understanding the order of what's occurring in our life. Okay, so listen, my brain is not it right now. Okay, I know I've taken an extra few days, but I had to work last weekend. I'm going to be working this weekend. And, a lot of times saints got this thing where they get on high horses and they decide to be a saint means you have to run around and slaughter people with the truth of the law. And that, hey, you're not being a good ambassador of Jesus Christ. You're not being a good representative. So it's my job as a saint to come out and slay you. So the example would be working on the Sabbath, which I'm going to have to start doing. A saint coming up beside you and saying, there's no way in heck we can come out publicly and say that that's an okay idea. That it would probably be better that you starve than to to actually work on Sabbath. It would be better that you didn't have stuff than to work on Sabbath, because that's honoring God. But then there's children, and then there's lights that have to stay on, and fees that come from not paying light bills. Um, a real saint, honestly, would be merciful and would say, you know what? I don't got it either. I can't make the difference for you. I don't have the money. How about we work together? How about you and I work together to make sure you can maintain what you have? That means they lose their Sabbath day too, but they do it in repentance and in service of another person, and they would never go out publicly and say we should be breaking the Sabbath for things like, I don't know, whatever, to have a bigger car or nicer car or a bigger house. Everything I have has been hand me down, and I've paid, family members for, because they're used, and I just have what I've maintained for years. I only maintain stuff. I've never bought a new car. It's only been something I've bought from other people. I've don't own a home. I just want to maintain what I have. I don't want big things. And when society gets to a point where even that's difficult and things like eating is hard, um, I'm definitely going to have to get back on EBT. It's not something I want to do. I'm a conservative person. I don't like that. But if I have to, I'm going to. But I'm also going to be working on the Sabbath to make other ends meet, because I have a kid with braces and all these things. So a saint coming up and saying, we're going to do this privately and sacrifice together, meaning a Sabbath. Very specifically, this is not a reference to anything else, and don't get it twisted. And we're going to do this in repentance, or I'm going to pray in repentance over you while you do that. But I think God is merciful and he'll understand. But you can never publicly be a pastor or preacher coming out publicly as an ambassador of Christ saying that's definitely what you should be doing, because every person's situation is different. Every human being has a different IQ, different social intelligence, emotional intelligence, different level that they're operating on, and the perfect judge knows that. The perfect judge knows your blind spots. The perfect judge is a living, breathing law that says the law is applicable for walking too many steps on Sabbath, but for the one who is helping or assisting another person, or the one who is in a situation where, like, I hear this a lot on TikTok, where there are Jewish folks who are in the hospital or something, and then they've overstayed their hospital stay past sunset on, I think, Friday night or something. They have rules that it can be kind of adjusted to allow for Sabbath or the law to not be broken. Well, isn't that what Jesus does? How come when Jesus does it, it's weird? But he's doing it from a place of full knowledge as the one who gave full sacrifice. So he is allowed, the one who gave us all the justice that he deserved, and the one he sacrificed all that justice for us, to have it so that he would be a have not and then rise from the dead and create that potential in this reality, the potential to rise. He's the one who can look at you and say sincerely, you're in a situation where healing on the Sabbath is taking the extra steps to feed another person. That is healing on the Sabbath. And Sabbath was, I think he says, Sabbath was not made for God, it was made for man, meaning that it was made for you to enjoy the day. And if part of that day is needing to serve somebody else to ensure that they're safe or healed, or if you're a doctor and you need to work on that day, or something like this, emergency situations, then yes, of course, God would understand that. God is not so rigid and brittle that he doesn't get these complex situations, but we humans get it, but he doesn't. That's weird. I think that means that we think ourselves gods, but it also can be bent the other way, where you think yourself a god, where it justifies doing things like breaking the Ten Commandments. So I get it. It goes both ways. So that's what I'm saying, is that Jesus Christ is in this hero's journey. I think we believe we're the ones rising from darkness, entering dark places only to rise out of it, thinking ourselves the hero, but really it's Jesus. And that's what truly waking up as a Christian means. It means you truly see the whole of what he does, and you are unworthy. We're unworthy of a being who understands the full, having felt it. He felt it. It's not like he just understands in a knowing way, but he knows the wrath of God because it literally broke him. Look at you and have mercy. To have that being look at you and literally be the barrier between you and God's wrath that is bigger than the universe by a few infinite numbers. is huge, especially when we're cancer. We are just despicable. And again, this is why I was pro-abortion for many years, is because I think people are just kind of dirt. But I mean, it's part of why I don't like being a person. I don't like being human because I think it's gross. It's like walking around in death, you know? It's like wearing the skin of a dead person on you. And that's how I feel. I feel like I'm just, I don't know, a walking corpse or something, just waiting to be where I'm supposed to be alive in the skin that I understand, be alive in an air that doesn't stink, to be in a place where money isn't a problem even when you have it. You have to organize it, you have to plan it, you have to keep it, you have to keep people from it, you have to watch who's using it because it's yours. And that's not even just, oh, that's not even just earning it. You got to make sure you have enough so you have the lifestyle that you have. Money is a whip to your back in so many ways. I despise it. And the thing is, I don't even want it, but I also understand that no matter what, I don't know. I'm forever trying to avoid it at all costs. I don't pay enough attention to it, and it puts me in bad situations. And God knows I'm kind of money dumb, I guess. Um, so that's my rant. That's what I got. I'm gonna try to do another video sooner than later. I'm missing that 7-day mark because I've been having all kinds of things have been happening. I'm not gonna complain about it, and I'm not complaining. I'm not. I'm just saying that I've seen God in the things that have been happening, even when it seems a little bit unjust. I could tell you what it is, but I'm not going to. And other things were found, even though an unjust thing occurred. Other things happened that were discovered. They're actually way more dangerous than what originally happened. And I see God in that, you know. I see God in even the bad things that occur, even when you feel like you're doing the right thing. It's like a blind spot, you know. We do it to ourselves all the time. And I'm kind of sick of it. I'm kind of sick of running around thinking I'm doing the right thing and then God going, "What are you doing?" I'm sick of feeling like an idiot, you know. I'm sick of walking around in this corpse that is my body and knowing how good and great God is, and forever talking about the goodness, the greatness. I thinking about God and Him always being over there and not here. It's very hard. It's very difficult. And every day it kind of gets worse. It kind of makes my breathing harder. The air here stinks. I'm talking about just all of reality. If you go outside and come back into the house and your clothes smell, it's gross. I think in heaven, I know I've been there, but like, I don't remember the smell of the air, but I'm sure it smells like perfume. I'm sure when you come home from outside, people know you were out somewhere. Maybe you could even like smell the parts of heaven that you were in. Like maybe you were in the part of heaven that's autumn all the time, like perpetually autumn. And when you come home, people can smell that like cinnamon, kind of Christmassy smell on you. I'm sure Christmas is not a thing in heaven, but still, I mean, a celebration of his birth, I'm sure, is, you know, Hanukkah. That's what it was. It's actually Hanukkah. But I don't know. I think about it a lot. I think about spending my free time making things for Jesus, you know, like foods or crafts, or and presenting it and him being sincerely impressed, like in a sincere way. That would be cool. Anyway, this is Linda of Christ is King Forever. May God be with you.